Hello everybody, welcome to Sbout, Magnus, and today I am making a video about a LEGO set that everyone is basically talking about right now. And now because everyone is talking about this set, I thought I would talk about this as well. Because, well, it's kind of a trend, you know, if trend is the right word to use. But now before I tell you guys what set I'm talking about, even though you probably know what set I'm talking about, I do apologize if you hear some stuff in the background. It's my family, because I'm home all the time, you know, and well, I can't really do anything about it, so I hope you guys won't mind that at all. But anyways, the set I'm talking about, if you guys have figured out what I'm talking about, I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what set I'm talking about because it's in the title of the video and the thumbnail. But people just like doing this type of intro, you know, so I thought I would do it as well. But this video is of course about set number 75419, the Ultimate Collector Series Death Star. Now, I did talk about this in the news video of course, but I thought I would make a separate video where I just talk about it. And I basically want to see if this set is good or bad. Now, I really quick just want to say that this is in no way a rant video. This is just a video where I give you guys my thoughts. So just to be clear, it is not a rant video, just a thoughts video, okay? But anyways, while I did give you guys some statistics about this set in the news video that I just posted, I'll talk about the statistics again. So this set includes 9,023 pieces, which makes it the largest storage set ever. The previous set was the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, which contains 7,541 pieces. But the thing is, this set includes 38 minifigures. That's a lot of minifigures for a single set. And the price of this set is crazy. Like, you guys will not believe the price. I mean, you do because you've always seen this set, I hope. But this set retails for 7,799 Danish crowns 95 cents, 999 euro 99 cents, 899 British pounds 99 cents, 999 USD dollars 99 cents, 1,299 Canadian dollars 99 cents, and 1,499 Australian dollars 99 cents. So this set right here is officially the most expensive LEGO set ever. The most expensive was actually the Millennium Falcon from 2017, as well as the Ultimate Collector Series AT-AT from 2021. So yeah, this set basically is more expensive than both of those sets. And now let me tell you something. The Millennium Falcon and the AT-AT actually did cost $1,000. Like, the thing is, they retailed for a little over 1,000 Canadian dollars and 1,000 Australian dollars, but not 1,000 United States dollars. So this is the first set that retails for 1,000 United States dollars. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to point out, that yes, we have gotten some LEGO sets that cost $1,000, but not United States dollars, if you know what I mean. But anyways, now that I've talked about the insane price of this set, let's see if this set really is that good. So this set right here is the first Death Star we have gotten, or at least big Death Star we have gotten, since 2016. Yeah, the last one we got was in 2016, and that set retired at the end of 2020. And now that means that it has been close to 5 years since we've had a Death Star on store shelves, which is pretty crazy that we've gone so long without one. And now this set will be released on October 1st, by the way, should point that out. So yeah, this is the first big one we've gotten in a long time. Like, that's 9 years, which is pretty insane. But anyways, one thing to know about this set, and I think this is probably the biggest disappointment about this set, and that is just how it looks. You see, this set is not a round Death Star like we've seen before. Instead, it's just like a slice of the Death Star. Like, it's basically like a diorama or a vignette, if you want to call it that. Not sure what the right term is. And now the thing is, I try to see how much depth there is to this thing, and I counted 14. Though that's only the side paneling. I think the depth is about 32 or something like that. I don't know, I didn't check. But you guys can tell me if you know, or maybe I'll check afterwards. We'll see about that. But yeah, this thing does not have a lot of depth to it, which means there is a lot of length to it. So yeah, that is something to point out, that it isn't very There isn't much depth to it, but there is a lot of length to it. And now this is basically another open Death Star. Like, we got a open Death Star back in 2008, and now that set was very popular that Lego decided to re-release it in 2016. So this is basically the exact same concept, but it's a little bit different, because instead of it being round, of course, all the rooms can be shown at once. And I think that's very cool for like a display purpose, you know? You can basically see everything at once without having to turn it 360 degrees, you know? I think that is actually very good. And now there are, of course, a bunch of rooms, like there's the Emperor's Throne room, there's like a hangar, there's the trash compactor, and all the rooms that the Death Star, of course, has. And now it even includes an Imperial Shuttle, which is also pretty cool. It would be cool if we got another Ultimate Color Series Imperial Shuttle. That would actually be pretty cool. But now let's talk about what is probably the biggest negative about this set. And that is the fact that it is not a closed Death Star. You see, the only big Death Star that is closed completely is the Death Star 2 from 2005. Yes, this is 20 years old now. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I think a lot of people would have been happier if maybe this set was just like that set. I mean, the thing is, the Death Star 2 actually did not have an interior. It did not at all. But how cool it would have been if maybe we got a Death Star that is basically completely closed, like the Death Star 2, that have panels that could be removed so we can see an interior. How cool would that have been? Yeah, I know, that would definitely have been pretty cool. But this is all we get, which is not really that good. I mean, of course you can show everything off, I know that, but I think a lot of people would have preferred if maybe the Death Star was closed completely. And now, I know that this is good for like showcasing everything, I know that, but I think a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't like completely closed in. I totally do understand that. Now, there is also a gift with purchase with this set I also want to talk about, and that is the TIE Fighter with Imperial Hangar Rack. So this set is a gift with purchase that you can only get if you buy this set. But the thing is, I don't really know if this set really is that impressive. It's basically just a bunch of accessories for this Star. And can I be honest, I think the TIE Fighter is not really good. Like, it looks like the junior TIE Fighter, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's not really too impressive actually. Though can I be honest, I do actually like the Imperial Shell. I actually think that it looks pretty decent. Even though it's small, I think it still looks pretty good. But anyways, I think I've talked a little bit too much about this Death Star. I mean, I think I've been going for about 8 minutes or something like that. I don't know, and I don't really want this video to be too long, you know? I mean, I don't really do too many long videos. Like, whenever I'm doing like a commentary, I don't really express myself too much. But this time I was actually trying to do that. I was trying to like talk a little bit more about everything. So what are my overall thoughts on this thing? Well, I think this is good for like showcasing. I do get it. But I do think that the set itself would have been cool if it was completely enclosed. Like I said, I think it would have been cool if this was enclosed, like the Death Star 2. I think that would have been very cool. But now the big question is this set worth the money Lego is asking? Well, if you ask me, I kind of think so. I mean, it is a licensed set and there's 9,000 pieces, so I think it is kind of worth it. But at the same time though, it is very, very expensive. Like, it's a lot of money to spend on a single Lego set. So, I have a question. Will you guys be paying full price for this Lego set? Or are you gonna wait for a discount? Like once it probably retires. I don't know when it's gonna retire. But then again, the Millennium Falcon hasn't even retired, which is kind of interesting. And now if you do buy this, once it comes out, well then you will be able to get the gift for purchase. But like I said, that gift for purchase isn't really that great. So if you guys do want this gift for purchase for some reason, well then you should buy it when it comes out at full price. So if you don't like it, well then that's totally okay, because well, it's just a bunch of accessories for the Death Star and the TIE Fighter isn't really too impressive, you know? So yeah, I kind of do think it is worth the price, but I'm not really sure if you guys would want to pay full price for this thing, you know? But again, this is just my opinion. But with that out of the way, I think it's about time that I wrap up this video because I've been talking for about 10 minutes or something like that. which is pretty crazy that I've talked 10 minutes about a single Lego set. So I think it's about time that I stop rambling about this one huge Lego set that everyone is talking about. But I would also love to know what you guys think of this set. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you like how that it's opened? Would you have preferred if it was enclosed like the Death Star 2? Let me know, cause this is just my opinion, and of course everyone has their own opinion. So of course you guys can let me know what your thoughts are on this set. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and be sure to subscribe to this news on YouTube, and hit that bell notification button so that you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.